I'm gonna be felling this tree today. I'm estimating it to be about 100 feet tall. I got my work cut out for me because I've got quite a few branches I'm gonna have to get rid of before I attempt to fall this tree. Once it is on the ground, there's gonna be a lot of delimbing all the branches. Gonna have to make a burn pile up here and get rid of all the excess dead wood. And then once that's done, I envision spending the rest of the day bucking up this wonderful firewood. This tree's probably been dead for quite some time. It's kind of in the pathway of my ATV trail. So once it's gone, it'll open up the space nicely and make it easier to attach a trailer and other items to my ATV. Curious how much firewood this one tree will actually produce. Thinking this tree might amount to about half a cord of firewood. We'll have to buck it up and split it and find out what it is. I'll get to work and we'll see how the day goes. This is a nice camping spot I made on my property. The spot was already cleared of trees when I bought it, but I added a lot of nice natural looking stone, made a huge fire pit, which is awesome, and it's also a nice spot for a burn pile. As you can see, I've already got one started here. All those branches that I take off that dead tree, gonna pile up nicely here, make a huge fire, hopefully burn down to get rid of all that wood. You hunting a squirrel? That is a really hot fire. So this is the really critical part now. I need to cut this tree down so that it doesn't get hung up on another tree. And it's gonna be easier said than done. This tree almost looks like it's way over 100 feet. There's a couple possible routes I'm thinking. You also have to consider what way the tree is leaning. Right now it's leaning in this direction, and there's a little narrow corridor here. Where it could, in theory, fall and not get hung up on another tree. Or if it gets hung up on another tree when it's at its top quarter height, it's not really going to get hung up as bad. It might just drop. It might hit a tree, but the weight of the tree is going to bring it down. I don't know. I think I've made up my mind. We'll give it a go. I'm going to be cutting a pretty substantial wedge on this side, because this is the eventual side I want the tree to fall. Right in the path, straight ahead of me. Seems like a nice, pretty clear corridor, but it could still definitely get hung up on a tree if it turns ever so slightly. But you never know until you try. I really don't know what other pathway I could choose other than this. The tree already has a bit of a lean this way, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. This is like amateur hour over here. I got two of my chainsaw bar and chains stuck in the bloody tree. Went out and bought another one. Finally, she went. The good thing is the tree didn't get hung up on another tree. It is flat on the ground. So I'll be delimbing these branches now. While there's still some daylight left. And throwing them in the fire pit. I think tomorrow I'll have to buck up some logs, buck up this tree. Tomorrow I'll be bucking up this tree. Dang. Amateur hour. The odd thing about this tree is it splits in two at the top third of the tree. Definitely have my work cut out for me taking all these branches off, but we're gonna get to it now. I just measured the total height of the tree, and it turns out it's only 80 feet. If you take into account how much actual feet of wood you get, it's probably closer to 100. As I said before, the tree kind of breaks into two separate trees. It's got a bit of a fork. The top 1/3 of the tree forks into two trees, and each of those two tree sections are 20 feet. So it gives me another 20 feet of wood and about 100 total feet of wood that I could pretty much buck up and turn into firewood. So still going with 100 feet worth of wood, and we'll see how many cords of firewood that gets me. So I'm going to be bucking up this tree in 16-inch lengths. A cord of wood is 4 feet deep by 4 feet high by 8 feet wide. I'm guessing I'll get a little under a cord of wood out of this tree.
Finally made it to the part where I get to buck up some wood. Chainsaw was nice and sharp, so it was a pretty easy process. lost a good chunk of my mall wax handle, which made it very difficult to get through those big bucked up rounds. So I'll save those big bucked up rounds for another day. I'll probably process those with my gas powered log splitter, just so I process those properly and really don't bugger up my axe. So according to my rough measurements, I've got about 3/4 of cord of wood. Taking into account when those rounds are processed and split into woods, those will give me another 1/4 of a cord at least. And I've got about half a cord sitting on the pallets there. So just in total, under 1 cord of wood for that big tree. Not too bad, especially since it forked out and kind of turned into 2 separate trees at the top half of the tree, which was kind of cool to see. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.